Hello family and friends, this is Rob the Sapper gardener representing Essayons Family Garden, and we want to welcome you guys into our kitchen and thank you for coming to spend time with us. Today I'm going to do one of our favorite recipes, banana pudding, but we're going to tweak it quite a bit from the banana pudding that I grew up with. Well, not quite a bit. We're going to tweak out a few ingredients, switch them for some ingredients from my wife's homeland, a little bit more, the Philippines. So we're going to be using some coconut milk and some cream of coconut and some shredded coconut in our banana pudding. So let me switch you guys around real quick and then I will show you what we're working with. So we've got a few ingredients that we need for our banana pudding, and of course we need bananas. That's the star ingredient, along with the vanilla wafers. We've also got some shredded coconut, which we're going to top our banana pudding with. Some cornstarch. There's SK1 doing some studying. We've got some brown sugar, some unsalted butter, 2 eggs, which we're going to use the yolk from those in the pudding mix itself, and we may or may not make a topping with the egg whites. We've got cream of coconut and some coconut milk, vanilla extract, and some salt. And we're going to mix all this together in just a few minutes and show you how we're doing our coconut banana pudding. So the first thing we're going to do is add in our coconut milk and our cream of coconut. We've whisked it together well, and we're going to heat that on medium low temperature, and we're going to keep doing that. Let it thicken up just a little bit before we go on and add our next ingredients. So it took a little bit of time, but our mixture has started to bubble slightly. So now we're going to add in our brown sugar, let that melt and get incorporated thoroughly, and then we're going to go on to our next step and make our pudding thickener. So in a separate bowl, we're going to add in our egg yolk, we're going to add in our salt, we're going to add in more of the cream of coconut, and try not to splash it everywhere, as I want to do at times. Mix this up well, and then we're going to add in our cornstarch. Let me actually get a whisk to do a better job of incorporating everything. And while I'm whisking, I'm going to slowly add in the cornstarch, so we can get this mixed very well. And this is going to give the banana pudding that pudding texture. So we're going to mix this as well as we can by hand, or if you have a stand mixer or any type mixer, you can do that too. But we're not feeding an army, we're only feeding a few people, so I think I can handle the job today. Plus the sapper needs all the exercise he can get. So we're going to whip this up very well, and then we're going to take a cup of our hot mixture from the stove and slowly pour it in here, incorporate it well, and then pour all this back into the pot. So you're going to do this slowly so you can avoid any curdling, and you want to whisk this constantly. Yeah, don't try to rush. And if you do this right, it should be fairly thick. And if you need to add a little more cornstarch, don't hesitate to add more, because you definitely don't want this to be too soupy, because if it is, then you'll just have a soupy mix with your bananas and your vanilla wafers. But I think ours is just about right. And this will thicken up a little bit on the stove, but because it doesn't use any traditional milk, it's not going to thicken up as much as if you used condensed sweetened milk and whole milk. So I'm going to continue to stir this for a few minutes, and then I'm going to add it back to our pot on the stove. And now we're going to pour this back in, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to stir it as we slowly add it back into the hot mixture. And once we get everything in, we're going to cook this until it starts to thicken up and looks like a pudding. And then we're going to add our next ingredients. So our mixture has thickened up. So next we're going to remove it from the heat. Carefully remove it from the heat. And we're going to add in our vanilla extract and our butter. We're going to add the butter carefully and keep stirring it until it melts into the mix. And then we're going to add in a teaspoon of the vanilla extract and stir that in also. And once this is all incorporated, we'll let it sit in a large pan to cool down, covered, and then we'll chill it once it's cool enough to go into the refrigerator, and then we'll come back and we'll start layering our ingredients, the bananas, the vanilla wafers, and the pudding mix, and then we'll top everything with some shredded coconut. So we've transferred our pudding mix. We'll let it cool down a little bit closer to room temperature, and then we'll put it into our refrigerator that we have downstairs to chill it properly. Once this is chilled properly, we'll come back and we'll do our layering and topping of our coconut banana pudding. So our pudding mixture is cooled down, and I finally got the smart idea to put it in an ice bath so it cooled down a lot quicker. So now we're going to add in our first layer of vanilla wafers into our dish. So we'll add a layer of vanilla wafers, a layer of bananas, a layer of the pudding mixture, And we'll keep doing that until we reach the top of our dish. And then we'll sprinkle on some shredded coconut and add a final layer of vanilla wafers. So for the top layer, we're going to switch it up. We did the cookie, the banana. Now we're going to put another layer of cookie first. We're going to sprinkle it with the shredded coconuts, pour the mix over it, and sprinkle a little bit more shredded coconut. Alright, family and friends, our banana pudding is chilled in the refrigerator 3+ hours. And we've just been sitting around watching some music videos, doing a little bit of sketching with the boys. And now we're gonna taste our banana pudding. Well, I'm gonna taste it because everybody else has already beat me to it. No. It's really good. Mm-hmm. We can taste the coconut, well, if you can see everybody.
Mm-hmm. So it's like macaron, coconut, and banana and all in one. Something like that.
Okay, what she said. But it's really good. I know growing up, I'm not a huge banana eater. So when I was growing up, I was always the sneaky one that always tried to scoop just the cookies and the pudding. But now that I've matured a little bit, I can eat all of it.
You're always the stinky one.
No.
The sneaky one.
Oh my God. Okay.
But it's definitely good. So we're going to enjoy our coconut banana pudding. We might do a little more sketching and then probably watch a movie tonight. So what did you think, SK1?
Very good.
He's so enthusiastic.
What is it?
But he demolished it. So what did you think, sweetie?
I can eat it all day. I waited for it.
So is there any dessert back home that's like this one?
There's a lot. I just can't remember because it's like a fusion of everything.
Okay, that's like me. I'm pretty much a fusion of everything. Goth, punk, rock. I'm like a, if you guys have ever watched Troll World Tour, where each tribe has something going on, I'm like fused from all the tribes. So somebody just teleported. So
Where is he?
I don't know. All right, so we're gonna close out.
It's the sneaky one. Where is he?
Yeah, my youngest has learned how to teleport when our eyes are closed. So we're gonna enjoy our dessert. Thank you guys for spending some time with us. And as always, God bless our great country, America. You, wherever you reside around the world, your garden, your harvest, your kitchen, your meals, and especially your family to have health, success, and prosperity. Take care. Sapper out. And
SK too loud.
There you go.
take care, everyone.